Hello everyone, I am Mark Benay, and this is the introductory video for Improvisutra for beginners. It's a general orientation video that tells you what the Improvisutra is and why you want to do it. I am in my Improvisutra studio. I call it the Improvisutra chamber. If you've seen videos of me on YouTube, this is the backdrop. Now, the Improvisutra is something that I invented. It's meditation followed by improvisation. So if I meditate for 10 minutes, I improvise for 10 minutes. I invented this back in October of 2017 in a shed in the backyard of a friend's house in North Carolina. And I did this because I really wanted to be a monk, a Zen monk, and I also wanted to be an actor, but I was essentially not fit for either one. A little bit too crazy to be a monk. And, I'd spent a lot of time in consciousness studies, literary studies, philosophy studies, and it's just a little bit too substantive and, well, for lack of a better word, deep for mainstream acting, whether it be on Broadway, commercials, Hollywood, TV. It just didn't have enough substance for me. So what did I do? I found a solution. In October 2017, I blew my mind. So the quickest way to describe the Improvisutra is blowing your mind. It's like having an orgasm between your ears. So the reason I meditate first is I get completely present. And there's an extraordinary energy that's generated when I become completely present. And that energy comes through during the improvisation. Also, when I'm in that meditative energy, I become extremely sensitive to everything that's arising moment to moment to moment in the improvisation. That means I get to be even more creative and spontaneous because I'm able to track everything moment to moment to moment. In fact, that's exactly what I'm doing now. I don't have a whiteboard here near the camera telling me what to say to you. I have no idea what I'm about to say to you. I have a general idea of what I want to tell you. And so it's just coming trippingly off the tongue. Now, as of this video, which is June 10th, my 51st birthday, you do the math, I am in the middle of a 100-day intensive, day 54, I believe. So, as of today, I'm doing an hour and 45 minutes of meditation followed by an hour and 45 minutes of improvisation and 6 characters. So every 20 minutes, there's a character. So from 5 minutes to 20 minutes, 1 character, 20 minutes to 40 minutes, 2 characters, etc. Now, I understand that might be a little intense for you. So this Improvisutra for Beginners group is really easy. It's to give you a taste, to whet your appetite. So in this group, you will meditate anywhere from, let's say, 30 seconds to 4 minutes and 59 seconds. Anywhere in there. And if you meditate for 30 seconds, which is a great place to start, then you'll perform for 30 seconds. And then you'll drop the video in this Facebook group. Okay? And do as many as you like. There is no structure here. It's just for fun. You get the adventure of meditating and then getting up and letting it rip. And as a general principle, first thought, best thought. You go with it. Do your best to not censor yourself, but just let it flow. And what you'll find, as I have found, and this is one of the exquisite aspects of the Improvisutra, is that narrative will eventually arise, but it will be very surprising. You won't know what story you're creating as you're creating it, but you'll be in the middle of it. And that's how you blow your mind. That's how you have an orgasm in between your ears. Okay? So, if you don't know how to meditate, Google is your friend. Don't reach out to me and ask. I don't do reach outs in Messenger, really. And what you just go to Google and say, how do I meditate? And what it will probably do is talk about watching your breath. So that's a great way to start. Inhale 1, exhale 2. Go to 10, start over. Do that for 30 seconds, 45 seconds, a minute, or whatever. If you lose count on the way to 10, start over. You're just building that concentration. You're building that deeper energy, right? And that deeper energy, I gave you 2 reasons why it's so important, right? It'll come through in the performance as this grounded, stable presence. Also, it will help you be spontaneous, because what happens is if you just turn on a camera and start improvising, you might become very self-conscious. And you won't be creative because you're very afraid and, kind of reactive. The more you meditate, the deeper you go, the less reactive and the less superficial, less fearful, right? Okay, don't be attached to how good your story is. If you do a 1-minute Improvisuttra, fan-freaking-tastic, watch it, have fun, review it, post it here. If you have trouble figuring out how to video and also how to post, Google is your friend. This is a free group. So I'll be present in the group, but I'm not going to be coaching in the group. I'll also add my own Improvisutras that are shorter than 5 minutes. If they go past 5, if I see a 5, I'm deleting the video. Why? Because that's what the paid group is for. The paid group is 5 minutes to 3 hours. Okay? That paid group is called Climbing Mount Sublime, the Improvisutra Experience. That is a monthly subscription, and there's much more involved in that, and I'm going to do a separate video for that group. But I'll tell you briefly what it's about. You can go all the way to 3 hours of meditation and 3 hours of performance and 9 characters. That's Mount Sublime, going from 5 minutes to those 3 hours. 5 minutes, 1 character, 3 hours, 9 characters. You can go as far up Mount Sublime as you like. There's no imperative that you go to the peak. That's where I'm going because that's what I need to do. That's why I invented the Improvisutra, to go for 3 hours of improvisation with 9 characters. You can do whatever you want. But in the paid group, there's a structure there. I structure things so that people do a certain amount of 5-minute Improvisutras, a certain amount of 10-minute Improvisutras. There's daily prompts, there's accountability tracking, there's what's called meaning streams, and there's Q&A too, a monthly Q&A that I'll be doing, live streaming. And then there's going to be upgrade options for Zoom calls, group Zoom calls, and then another upgrade option for one-on-one work with me if you like. So let's see, what else is there? Have fun and stay in this group as long as you like. If you catch the Improvisutra bug, you just kind of bitten by it, and you want to go to the next level, which is climbing Mount Sublime, then reach out to me personally, and I will send you the information in Messenger, okay? I'll also probably put it underneath this video at some point as well. And it's a monthly subscription. And what else? Behavior. In this group and in climbing Mount Sublime, total support. You have to be supportive of your fellow Improvisutra performer. Supportive comments. No negativity in the comments. In this group, in this free group, if I see negativity in the comments, you're out. Okay? Zero tolerance for that, because these people are being very vulnerable and very creative, and they need support. The more that you are able to let go of fear and inhibition, everyone, the greater your adventure. This is about having an adventure and having fun. The longer you do Improvisutras, the more you climb Mount Sublime, the more sublime it will feel. You may get a taste of that now. Now, what is that sublime that I talk about? Specifically, it's having an orgasm here. You'll see that the image of this group is an exploding mind. Okay, that's the sublime. And you may hit on it here even before you go into climbing Mount Sublime. Okay, you may hit it in 4 minutes, which I hope you do. I really hope you do. When I first hit it, I had meditated for an hour and I did a 20-minute Improvisutra. That's in the shed in North Carolina. And when I was done, it was my first Improvisutra. Now I've done 407 Improvisutras since then. And on my YouTube channel, there's even more than 407 Improvisutras. 80 of those were without meditation beforehand, 85. And then there's some excerpts, but 407 Improvisutra proper. When I did that first Improvisutra, after I meditated for an hour and did 20 minutes, it was called Why I Am a Narcissist. It was nuts. You can find it on you can find it on YouTube. I'm doing it without my shirt on and I'm looking straight in the camera. I have my hair down. It's nuts. It was done with a GoPro. After I did that, I shot out of the shed and I was like, what the fuck? And that's it. Those are the 3 words. Blowing your mind or what the fuck. So I hope even in this free group with such a short Improvisuttra, I hope some of you will blow your mind. That after you do an Improvisuttra, it's like, what the fuck? That's what I want for you. Because what happens with me and why I created this art form is that I get transported. I go into an alternate dimension. I'm transfigured. And there's nothing like it. I realized I wanted what those great actors were doing, and I wanted it every day. Someone like Daniel Day-Lewis, right? He wins 3 Oscars. Why? Because he's completely transfigured. He's completely transported. He's completely transformed. That's what I wanted. I wanted it every day, but I didn't want to have to memorize all these lines, have this director do this production, use all these props. I wanted to see if I could just do it with me and a camera and a backdrop and some lights. The answer is yes. And you can do it too. So welcome to Improvisutra for Beginners. I'm happy you're here. Tell your friends, invite them, and remember, have a blast. This is all about having fun. This is all about adventure. And maybe, just maybe, you'll get a taste of the sublime.